Ooh. Hopefully I got you a lot and you're super scared. But that was a surprise, just like today. It's kind of a surprise for me. And you know, it's kind of weird when you get done with a certain stage in your life and then you're kind of tasked with moving on to the next part. If any of you guys know what you mean, like whether you finish high school or middle school or just anything where you gotta go on to the next stage and really focus on that one thing. And for me, I mean, I feel like mine's a little different than most people, but I feel like you guys will probably understand. Um, I'm I just finished my last ever school assignment forever, right? Because I'm gonna go all in with my current business I'm doing. I want it to succeed, and I'm willing to just do whatever it takes. And um, I I don't know. I just feel so weird because all of my friends went to school and finished school, and I finished high school, went on to college, and I was kind of just taking this degree for like no real reason. And like today's the last day, and like I don't know. It's kind of weird because it's like I don't really have like a lot of people, I guess, supporting me in the thing I want. Like I want to be big in business. I want to um, get big, but you kind of have that mentality of where I gotta prove everybody wrong. I want to. I mean, which is kind of what I'm starting to get. Like I want to prove everyone wrong and prove to everybody that I know more than they think I do, and like I'm gonna show them that I'm gonna be rich and living in like frickin' Bali for months on end and just doing whatever I want. You know. And I mean, I guess that's somewhat healthy, but at the same time, not. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you guys can give me a feedback loop. But um, I don't know. I was just thinking, and it's like if you guys are in the pursuit of something and no one's supporting you, like say if you're in a group of friends where they don't really support weight loss and not support, but I guess they're just overweight and unhealthy and smoking and drinking all the time, and you want to shift away from that. Who cares what they think, dude? They don't have what you want, so why would you take their advice? Like it's not something you want to do. You're not trying to be their type of cool, right? If they don't think you're cool or they don't think, you're gonna make it. They don't want what you want. They want to be basic, they want to be average. They don't want more with their life. So why take their advice? Like, for example, I love my parents. Love them to death. But I don't. I take their financial advice with a grain of salt because they're not necessarily in a place where I want to have, when it comes to finances. And, like, same with friends and, I don't know, everybody that tries to give me advice about finances that aren't in a position. Like, I literally had this one nearly homeless guy came up to me and, like, give me, like, financial advice. It was the weirdest thing. Like, some people think they're experts with stuff when clearly you look at their lives and they're not. Like it's like a fat person going up to you and being like, okay, so to burn fat you need this. I'm not saying you can't. Like I'm not saying you can be fat and not know these things. You can, but realistically, you're not a very good example for that, right? Especially, I mean, if you're like know how to get rich and you're just not getting rich, you clearly just don't want it, right? So, I don't know, community is just so important for that, and I feel like I need to get some like type of group chat or some thread or something created where I can have like you guys in a group chat, which would be really kind of fun, and see like your guys' experiences and testimonies about the gym or just whatever, because it would just be cool to see who watches me, because I get comments from you guys and I love all of them, and it'd be cool to actually have conversations. But I mean, I'm just kind of implementing the community aspect into my client base, right? Where I'm like, okay, put them all in a group chat, and then slowly feed into it and add things to it and make it so everybody's kind of chatting because everybody's a little shy in a group chat. And nobody wants to really speak up or say something unless you're close to the person. So I don't know. That's kind of the challenge right now, and I don't know if any of you guys are on like a similar journey to me where you're kind of trying to get somewhere and not everybody's really in the support of that and they're kind of tearing you down. I don't know, leave a sub. I appreciate it. And like you're not alone, dude. I mean, there's like what Chris Williamson talks about. There's the lonely chapter where you're on this you're on this escalator that's taking you to greatness, right? And then you got the people on the bottom level that are still, waiting around, partying, doing whatever, and like you're going up to the top, and you can't see the top yet, but you know what's at it is wealth, better friends, people that are more supportive of you, like I don't know, and it's kind of just being patient up until then. And I don't really have anyone that gets that, and so there's certain people you just gotta let go, and there's certain people you just gotta, I don't know, you gotta be lonely for a while if you want to get to really, where you go. You gotta eliminate something from your life, if that makes sense. Like if you're trying to lose weight, you have to eliminate junk food. Just, you gotta eliminate. I guess you have to gain being hungry. So I guess eliminate more food. But like on the bulk, you have to eliminate, really savoring the food all the time because you're always like freaking full. So I mean, I'm taking a lot of big risks here. So I mean, it's kind of everywhere. This is a more personal video. I guess we stuck this long around. I appreciate it, dude. Shows that some people care about what I say, which is kind of weird. I just kind of made this YouTube account thinking like, okay, well, this will hopefully help me out, and I can kind of document my journey. People see me in right now like a low income apartment, and then like shit 2 years from now I'm gonna be like in my own house, possibly with maybe a kid on the way, something crazy like that. I don't know. I'm not planning it out. That's the gal's choice, but luckily she kind of understands where I'm at, a little bit, more than anybody else does. So I don't know if you guys kind of have like a support system where you have like a family member or girlfriend or boyfriend or wherever you guys are at that's going to help and push you up, or just being supportive and not tearing you down. I mean, I recommend it. If not, I mean, you can stay where you're at. You can go out and party with your friends, at the beach, while they're having fun, or you could drive home to your beach house and then open your front door, dude. Like, come on, dude. There's a balance of things. That's from Greg Plitt. I love that edit whenever I'm in the gym and I'm just like listening to that. I'm just like, frick yeah, dude. My deadlifts. It's frickin' sick, dude. But that's gonna round it off. Hope you guys have a great day, and I believe in you guys and I love all of you. So keep working hard.